When a player steps away from competition because of injury, the return is never just about the first swing. It's about timing, confidence, and the question that always lingers in the background: what version of that player is coming back? For Justin Thomas, that question starts to take shape again as he prepares to step back into competitive golf following surgery and months of recovery. But what makes this moment particularly interesting isn't just the fact that he's returning, it's how he's choosing to do it. Instead of jumping straight into the intensity of a PGA Tour event, Thomas is easing back into competition through the TGL, a setting that allows him to test his game rhythm while continuing to build physical confidence. And that approach says a lot about the phase he's in right now. Because returning from a physical setback isn't simply about being medically cleared. It's about trusting the body again, rediscovering competitive instincts, and finding the balance between patience and ambition, something every elite athlete eventually faces. But before we continue, if you enjoy golf analysis that looks beyond the headlines and dives into the bigger picture shaping the sport, make sure to subscribe to Daily Golf News so you don't miss the next breakdown. And don't forget to like the video, it really helps the channel reach more golf fans. Looking at the broader context, Thomas isn't coming back as a player trying to prove he belongs, his track record already established that. Instead, this return feels more like a recalibration, a process of reconnecting with the competitive rhythm that defines his game. Last season showed flashes of how impactful he can be when fully healthy, with strong performances that reminded everyone why he remains one of the most dynamic competitors on tour. And that's what makes this comeback phase so intriguing, not just whether he can play again, but how quickly he can return to the level that made him a consistent presence near the top of leaderboards. And if you're enjoying the breakdown so far, consider subscribing, it helps a lot. The timing of his return also matters. With the PGA Tour season gaining momentum, every start becomes an opportunity to rebuild confidence and sharpen competitive instincts ahead of the events that carry the most weight. That's why this step back into competition isn't just symbolic. It's a bridge from recovery to readiness, from uncertainty to rhythm. Because players like Justin Thomas don't measure success purely by participation. The expectation, whether spoken or not, is always about contention. And that's where the Real story begins, not in the return itself, but in what follows once the competitive engine is fully running again. So as Thomas begins this next chapter, the focus isn't only on how he performs in his first appearances back. It's on whether this gradual return sets the stage for a season where he can once again position himself among the game's biggest contenders. Do you think Justin Thomas will quickly find his competitive rhythm again, or will this be a slower build as he works his way back to peak form? And if you're a true golf fan who enjoys understanding the stories behind the leaderboard and the journeys shaping the tour, this channel is for you. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single update. See you in the next update.